president who finished the work that Lincoln had started.
It's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy.
This is upstairs in the ranch house. We'll get some pictures of downstairs and outside before we leave.
Travis, come here. Now, get away from that hole.
This is a closet door that's looking out towards the, oh, there's Kathy and Honey. This is looking outside towards the creek. And there's Travis. Can you wave? But this was the upstairs bedroom. This is the hole in the floor.
Why is there?
Or there's the pump house, the well house. And there's the base of the cellar, root cellar. That's the barn. This is where the chicken house and the garage were, and they're no longer there. And then there's two outbuildings over here, which we're not sure what they are.
There's the wallpaper.
Some of the wallpaper that was on the walls. I was looking to the south out of the living room, and the girls are trying to get more wallpaper samples and get out of the way. This is looking out towards the creek.
This is, I bet you this is where the little stove sat that's in Mom's house.
Oh, is that where that one came from? That could be,
Because it came
because
from
this was a
up here.
stove. A stove there. It's going outside on the back porch. This is the wall that the pump organ stood on, that looks out over into the kitchen and the bathroom. And there was this wall. The girls are in the, what was the kitchen, and the sink is still there. And there's the shelves, looking back out over the barn. The stairway we just came down that went upstairs where we were taking pictures first. And this is Aunt Ethel's bedroom. And there's some more of the wallpaper on the walls. And the tile is still on the floor throughout here.
The window.
Where Lauren's standing is where the cook stove used to be.
There's some more wallpaper.
There's some more samples of wallpaper the girls are collecting. There's still a toilet in the bathroom. This is the bathroom. It was a fairly new addition to the place. The creek side, the back side of the house, there's the two stories. This is where the wall by the living room and the upper bedroom. There's the back porch and the kitchen, and the little bump is where the bathroom was.
Slow down, Travis.
This is the original shanty house that was built in 1880. This is looking down towards the creek. Hi, Lauren. Hello. And then this is the big holly tree where many of the pictures in the album are taken in front of, and it's still standing here. And there's a picnic table down here. And I'm not sure who brought that here or how long it's been here, but it is still here. And there's those two outbuildings. Now we're going to go into the shanty. A huge tree here by the shanty house. This is the south side of the shanty. Head from that's been laying around here.
Left of a rake.
There's the top of a rake. This is inside the shanty. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. There's the stovepipe hole. This is one of the outbuildings, and you can see in the ceiling the split cedar beams and shingles and stuff. And this is how the inside of the shanty was also built, but it was such dark inside I couldn't get any pictures.
Travis.
This is another one of the outer buildings inside. Looked like it was probably a
There
pet
was either a window
type thing.
or a...
Some old screens and stuff up there. It's sitting here though on logs. So we're not too sure which building this is. Picture of the house. This is the west side. Picture of the barn. And Travis heading in. Inside the barn, and that's where the cows were milked. And the ceiling and stuff in here is still in really good shape. And the original beams and the ceilings. Size of some of these boards and beams. This is looking from the barn towards the house
Yeah, right.
Trav, come on.
and the fields.
Come on, bud. Yeah, well, last time I was up there, you couldn't see the...
This is Virgil.
Oh, the brush was clear up and over
Yeah.
over the house as well as the barn.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know the cellar.
That's looking out towards the road.
I think the roof was shot on it.
Can you see things? Is it recording? Look at there, see if you can see stuff.
It's a red light.
Pointed at the ground. Can you see at the bottom of the picture it says REC?
Yeah.
That means record. It's recording what you're doing.
Okay. That's the barn. That's my cousin.
Unfortunately.
Shut
Chet doesn't go. Do you see the REC?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, that's my brother walking down there. Let's go find Aunt Vicky and follow her just like she did with us. That is a drinking cup. A very old one, as you can see. We found it in the ditch. This is...
Yes.
Oh, these are wallpaper from over there. Yeah, so you can see the big chunk. And this is from over there.
Over there.
Over there. And there. And that's from wallpaper paper. This.
Uh-huh. And what have you been doing in school lately that has to do with the house?
Kathy, please. Oh, and this wallpaper here, off the sink. Kathy.
This is the foundation of this house. Travis, don't do that.
Don't hit the house. Might fall down.
On you. This is the porch. What's left of the concrete pad, how it's all falling in.
Try this.
These apple trees are what was the orchard. And the trees in the line down there, those are Virgil's.
Mom, we get one.
Good
I
luck.
had
Lights,
movies-
camera,
I took
action.
movies with my kids
This
years
is
ago.
Virgil Van Fleet, and he
Yeah,
just
Virgil
bought
Van
the
Fleet.
property for the power company.
From the park, we actually traded that property over there.
Yeah, that's
It'll
right.
be interesting to see what they get on film. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, it looks great.
Well,
This is Lonnie Nicole reporting live from Cedar Woods.
I can't see where I'm stepping.
Guess what this is? A barn. 1 in a million barns. Still stands. You see that over there? Guess what that is? That's hay. Surprise!
We're not total idiots.
Only Kathy. Headquarters is easy. Hello. Go slow. That's really fast. Is it recording? Yeah. There's my dad and my brother. TJ, say hi. No. Let's go in the barn for some little interviews. That is a tire. Those are blocks. It's a wire. There's the roof. Like a. That's quickly.
Leave that alone.
Zestfully
Put that down.
We're gonna pick that stuff up on the way
We'll
back.
get it on the way back. Come on, let's go help Aunt Vicky find a chunk of wood.
We are walking towards Lonnie. I just push the button again. After you're done recording. You're recording? No. Oh. You're gonna beat your butt. Cause what? You're gonna have to beat your butt. Why are you holding that up to your eye? What? Why are you holding that up to your eye? Cause. You're recording, aren't you? You're a good piece of stick. I don't want to do it. What? That is a tree. A tree! No, really? Well, this is the house. And so you can see here used to be, the last one was here, used to be a big screen with the hinges still on. Where'd it go? Must have put some of those kind of things. Yeah. Hey, on your mama. Sing louder. Oh, what? Sing louder. Lollipop, lollipop. I'm recording this. What? Yeah, God. Lollipop. This is Travis. He doesn't know we're filming this.
Don't go down. Aunt Vicky gonna give you hammer to me.
Stop it.
Hi, Travis.
Hey. Stop doing that. Come here. TJ. Come on.
Cut. That is Travis' father. And this is Travis's weird sister. Adorable, adorable. It's talented, beautiful.
TJ.
Can you see what? Kathy, I didn't know you were saying cat. What?
This is at the cemetery. This is Emmett and Eliza Van Fleet. And then it says father and mother down here. And over here
Why don't you just take the wrapper off?
is Aunt Ethel's. This is Aunt Ethel's. This is Ole Holmes. But this is also Ole Home over here. And we're not too sure exactly what the deal is.
Don't step on
And there's Hazel's headstone up there,
Their daughter.
their daughter. And Lonnie is up here at Grandma and Grandpa Holmes. There's Grandma Home, and there's Grandpa. Eva Home BB over here.
heavy. But it's an old car, and the person doesn't want to spend the money to put in a whole new top and new everything, so I'm just replacing the plastic window.
Well, since you mentioned it, how much is it going to cost us to replace the top? And it has pads underneath the top too, doesn't it, on sides?
There are pads, right.
And a back window and a new zipper. What do you think it's going to cost us just for the top?
Oh, for the top and window and pads, it'd probably run you about $3 1/4.
That's an installed price?
Installed.
Okay. The convertible top is certainly not a do-it-yourselfer item, is it?
I would say no.
Even though sometimes you see ads for easily installed by purchaser or whatever, it really takes amount of experience and skill to put one in.
Right, it doesn't work that way. No. Okay, now I'm going to sew this to the old fabric so I can install it in the car.
Sewing machine's in the other room?
Sewing machine is in the other room.
Gene, is that special thread that we're using because we're going through the plastic window into the fabric?
No, it's nylon. The number 92 nylon, which is, it's quite heavy and strong.
As the back window gets older and brittle, does the nylon have a tendency to rip out?
No, usually the window goes before the thread goes. Thread lasts, because the thread is not exposed to anything. You know, it's just the tension of the window itself being in the car. There is, other than that, the thread will last.
What's the secret on keeping a back window like that that's plastic rather than the newer glass ones from being all scratched, or isn't there any?
There's not really a secret. Every plastic has what they call ultraviolet daylight hours in it, sun, whatever. Between the sun and the ultraviolet rays and pollution in the air, you can have them replaced every year. And the main thing is wash them with a water-soaked cloth, never wipe them dry, and every time you fold the top down, lay something over it so the top doesn't rub it.
You mean like a
Turkish towel or something, you know. Zip the window out, that's what the zipper's for. So you lay the window down on the well first, then cover it with an old Turkish towel or some clean something, and then put the top down.
Okay.
That stops it from getting scratched, because they do get dirty, and you should really wash it before you put it down. Keep it clean. The cleaner it is, the longer it'll last.
So if we don't do a lot of maintenance with it constantly, we're going to be replacing the back window because it's all scratched.
In a plastic window, yes. And if it's out in the sun a lot, and in the air. Nowadays with the pollution, like I said, the pollution in the air, they seem to go faster now. I've replaced windows already that lasted only 3 months.
Wow. It looks like the sewing machine we're using here has been in the business for some time.
This machine was built during the war for the government. It's a special number on it anyhow.
I mean,
it was made in 1941.
It sewed tents and maybe things like that, or uniforms, or?
I'm not quite sure what it did. Harnesses, straps, whatever. Heavy stuff. And like I said, it was made in 1941.
Wow.
I bought it quite a few years ago. I sold it. It was sold again. And I happen to know the fellow that bought it the second time, and I bought it back from him.
We're going to go out to the car now, and we're going to put this on?
I got to sew one more time. It has to have double sewing.
Oh.
And you're not supposed to go off.
Is that the first time that ever happened?
Yes.
Well, how many years have you been in the business?
I started in 1951. That's a long time, 38 years. Now we're finished. Here.
Back out to the car?
Now I install it in the car. Well, actually I install it on the bowl first, that I took it off of, the tacking strip they call it, and that I do on the bench.
And then this piece will get bolted into the car? This piece around
That's
here?
right. See, these are all the bolt holes.
Oh. And the tacking strip is made out of is this a piece of metal that's on the
Well,
back there?
it's metal on the backside, and then it's impregnated and clamped in like compressed paper of some sort,
Oh.
treated, waterproofed, or whatever they do with it. And it's actually clamped into the metal, so you can staple into it. Otherwise, you can't very well staple into the metal.
That idea hasn't changed for how
They
many...
still use the same thing. Except a lot of your new cars now, instead of having that impregnated cardboard or paper or whatever it is, they use plastic. Like
Oh.
everything else nowadays is plastic. And it works very well. And it doesn't rot. The water doesn't affect it like some of these, the older ones, after a while they get kind of crummy.
We're ready to put the window in now. Gene, is this basically what's going to happen with our 66 Mustang too?
Well, yes, except that'll be all new. Won't be working with old
Material and...
material, and everything will be new. It's a little bit nicer doing things that way.
What is this plastic runner on the side here for?
That's a water deflector. On the top is, which goes over this, the top kind of presses on here,
Keeps the water from running
and it
inside.
keeps the
in
water
between.
from running down inside this area.
Gene, is it just by luck that when we came out here today, you have this 67 Buick and the 55 Chevrolet in here? Is this a majority of your work?
No, just lucky.
Okay.
We have different cars all the time, and it just happened that we have the old one today, two old ones. We had a few new ones in earlier today.
Well, Gene, if we were to replace all of the convertible top and the back window on our car, and is there anything else we would need to replace?
Well, there's pads that run along each side. It makes it softer over the ribs of the top. If you wanted all of this done, you're probably $275 for the top and the window, and $100 for the two pads. I mean, $50 for the pads. Okay. So you're probably around 3.5. Thereabout.
Okay. Well, this certainly looks good here. This looks like a great job. New back window, and it's all set to see out it again.
Well, I have to bolt it in now, then staple this back down, and then there's a strip that goes on here with with a tip on each end.
Okay.
And that's it, then the job is finished.
Well, we're scheduled to bring our car in next week. If I come along and help, does it cost extra?
Oh, I charge double for customers helping.
Well, we'll stay home then. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, we've managed to get our new top back on the car. Looks great, doesn't it? Roger's gotten the seats back in and is replacing the aftermarket steering wheel with a new stock unit, which is the final part to go on the car. This is our last show of the series, and I have to say that Roger and I have had fun doing the show and, of course, the car. We hope you have had fun watching. We're not sure what our project for next year will be. Maybe an older model or a street rod. Drop us a line and let us know what you'd like to see. And we'll see you next year at the Classic Car Shop. Help you put that wheel on.
Funding for the...
Welcome to Old Iron. Today we're going to have a really great show for you. And you talk about some old iron, take a look at this guy. Old iron indeed.
Watch for Old Iron, the special interest auto show. Old Iron is broadcast weekly, Saturday mornings at 10. We bring you everything from hot rods and classics to customs and sports cars. The shows are taped all over the Northwest. You'll be seeing rod runs, swap meets, and cruise-ins that are spectacular. For those of you looking for that very special car, a portion of the show is special interest autos for sale. So don't miss Old Iron, the special interest auto show, Saturday mornings at 10 on KTZZ, Seattle.
Welcome to Old Iron. We're at the Town Center Mall in Marysville, Washington. This is Martha. She's my date for the day. Anyway, we're at the Very Best Auto Show in downtown Marysville, and there's going to be over 200 cars here today. In the mall, there's cars set up. Outside, there's going to be a bunch of them. So come on with us. We'll take you around and show you what's going on and show you all that neat old iron.
Video, the ultimate communicator. The modern way, the right way to present your products or company. Video, the ultimate communicator. A teacher, training industry, restaurants and all services. Video, a communicator of ideas for psychologists, doctors, schools, and more. Profit. Teach, communicate with how-to tapes. For video with a reputation for top quality, contact Stevens Video, 1-800-347-7042.
If you have a car you would like to advertise, put it on the Old Iron Cars for Sale segment. Give us a call at 1-800-760-1000 and we'll make the arrangements to get that car on the show and sold for you. Remember, TV is the greatest selling tool since the car was invented, so let's get your car on the show and get it sold. Advertise your car on Old Iron. That's 800-760-1000. Mr. Businessman, if you or your company would like to be a sponsor for Old Iron, the Special Interest Auto Show, please call the Randall Company of Gig Harbor. The Randall Company is a marketing consultant specializing in major sporting events and media special interest promotions. So again, if you'd like to be a sponsor for Old Iron, give Rick Randall a call at the Randall Company, 206-858-3909 in Gig Harbor. Well, here's Kermit's limo. Now all we got to do is find Kermit, and we got an interview. He rides in a mean green machine, big old Jag. There's Kermit in the back window. Maybe he isn't talking today.